Good morning, everyone. It has been a crazy weekend getting all of the flex shoot orders taken care of. So sorry for no videos. We just couldn't make it happen. Everybody asks us what blades we run. We run typically two different styles. These are Toro OEM. These are their high lift blades. I absolutely love this blade. All you're talking about when you say the lift is that right there. So there's medium lift, there's high lift. You'll see ones that have serrades in them. Most of the time people call those like gator blades or mulching blades. We run those typically in the fall to mulch up leaves and a little bit of grass. But this is what we run 99% of the time and absolutely love them. All right, so there can be a little bit of confusion when you get brand new blades like I have here. Some people say, oh, you got to sharpen them right out of the box. I'm telling you guys right now, you do not have to do that. As soon as you start mowing, it's going to take this little bit of paint layer off. No problem whatsoever. As soon as you start mowing, you're going to have a nice clean metal edge here. Before long, it's going to wear through this thin layer of paint, and most of the paint on this thing will be completely gone in a day or two anyways. So a lot of people think as well this blade needs to be razor sharp. That's not exactly true as well. You definitely want it to be sharp. You don't want to have a dull edge, but you also don't need to have a razor sharp edge. If you start noticing your grass blades, I'll put a little clip up here from an Instagram. If you start noticing your blades are ripping, that's a key sign there that you need to go ahead and swap your blades, or at least sharpen them and get them put back on. What we like to do is I will sharpen them in-house here in the garage occasionally, but every now and then we like to take them to our dealer. We'll take a couple buckets of them and we'll have them professionally sharpen them and also balancing them. That's just not that's just how I always do it. You always want to start your bolts here by hand as well, just so you don't cross thread them. This right here, guys, is the #1 thing I see new guys and gals coming into the industry not doing enough. Now, some people might say I'm excessive on it, but I've learned over the years that if we take 5 minutes, swap all the blades out, knock any of the high spots out from underneath our deck, it speeds us up tremendously throughout the day. Good thing is the decks aren't too bad. I got a little bit of cloggage right here at the end of this one, but that's mainly because it's been so dry. Early spring, that's a whole different ballgame. Early spring, I change our blades every single day. Sometimes even while we're out on the lawns, and that's just simply because everything is a mess. So always look for little stuff like this, guys. There's a little string. Make sure it's not wrapped up in your threads. Another misconception some folks have that just don't know is lining up your blades underneath the deck. So on like a direct collect or a walker or something like that, you're gonna need to line them up pretty closely. On mowers like this, it doesn't matter if they're off. It's more personal preference. I like to get them somewhat close.
Who did that to her?
If you remember last week, I told you G, Savannah, and I came to this location and we were unable to mow because they're pouring a bunch of concrete, new entranceways and stuff. That's still continuing. Looks like they're about done with that side. But right here, they had mentioned, I don't know if you can see these giant poles here or not, with all the flags on them. They go all the way across, and then right up here is a whole nother set of them going all the way across. So they told us a few years ago that at some point they were thinking about putting either a parking lot here or cross through. Like they can go from that side to this side. There is one out back, but it would be nice for them to have one up front as well. So then they don't have to drive all the way around the building or go out into the main road. With that being said, we're not sure if that's what they're going to do or if that's just a temporary cut through they're using right now to go from this side to that side, so they don't got to go all the way around, you know, because the entranceway is closed over there. So we're going to mow as much as we can and do as much as we can. They do got some equipment and stuff over there, so we'll assess the situation whenever we get there. But might be some big changes coming to this lawn, and might be losing some even more lawn. At one point, this thing was 12 acres total before this big baby was here. And this used to just be a big field. All you longtime subscribers would know. And they put this big building here probably, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. And yeah, the lawn's slowly but surely getting a little bit smaller every single time.
Yeah, it is.
This place,
more parking lot, though, to plow.
Yeah, that's true. So you lose some one place and gain some another place. Oh, rookie. So not a ton of growth on this side. Like I mentioned last time, this area here is really thin. A lot of rock. But yeah, we'll keep knocking the weeds off of it. We did get some rain, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough just yet to really get things going in the right direction. But every little bit helps. Looks good. Alright. That looked yummy. Nice pizza covered ants. Appreciate it. I'll be out of your way in a few minutes. This area out real quick so they can do their jobs and I've got to keep having to stop. Appreciate it, moving their cool stuff.
out of ran the cone over trying to get up onto the trailer.
Not on purpose?
No, not on purpose, honestly.
Got it.
Yep. Nope, nope. There we go.
All right, so some of our properties actually got pretty decent rain over the weekend. This is definitely one of them. And yeah, we got a little bit of damage back here as well. I'll show you guys in 1 second. So we actually skipped this one last week because it was starting to brown out pretty good. So it helped it out a ton getting that rain. And yeah, got it going back in the right direction. But check this out back here. This big tree lost a huge limb up in here. It came down. It's still hanging up in there. Luckily it's that way and it's onto that shed. And then this big bad boy here, there's a piece back there, piece here, and then a big old chunk here. Looks like this one got cut up somehow or another. And yeah, that's what's left of it here. So kind of assuming it came off that side of the tree, maybe into this neighbor's backyard. And the easiest thing was to do is to cut it in 2 pieces or 3 pieces, whatever it is there, and kind of roll it over here onto this lawn. So this property line literally comes right through here. So not my problem.